The distant distress signal. The vast emptiness of space stretched before the Earth emergency response vessel horizon, its modified hull gleaming against the backdrop of distant stars. Captain Aria Novak stood at the bridge, her weathered hands gripping the command console with a mixture of determination and anticipation. "Incoming quantum transmission," Lieutenant Maya Rodriguez called out, her fingers dancing across the holographic interface. "It's unlike anything we've seen before." Dr. Rohan Patel, the ship's chief science officer, leaned forward, his dark eyes intense with curiosity. The transmission flickered to life, revealing a chaotic landscape of energy patterns that seemed to defy the very laws of physics. "Unidentified research station in critical condition," the transmission crackled. "Quantum containment failing. Immediate assistance required." Captain Novak's mind raced. Humanity had only been part of the Galactic Council for a decade, and their reputation was still being formed. This could be their moment to prove that humans were more than just newcomers to the cosmic stage. "Origin of the transmission?" she asked, her voice steady. Rodriguez worked her console. "Far edge of the Orion Arm. The signals coming from a research station belonging to the Crystalline Collective, one of the most technologically advanced species in the galaxy." Dr. Patel interjected. "Their quantum research is decades ahead of human understanding. If they're calling for help, the situation must be catastrophic." The bridge fell silent. Every crew member knew what was at stake. This wasn't just a rescue mission. It was an opportunity to demonstrate human resourcefulness and courage. "Prepare the fleet," Captain Novak commanded. "We're going in." The Horizon wasn't a military vessel. Like most ships in the Earth Emergency Response Fleet, it was a converted deep-sea platform. Oil rig support ships, underwater rescue vessels, they'd been retrofitted for space with the same pragmatic engineering that had helped humans survive Earth's most challenging environments. "Quantum energy readings are off the charts," Dr. Patel reported, analyzing the incoming data. "Their containment systems are collapsing faster than their automated repairs can compensate." Lieutenant Rodriguez pulled up a holographic display showing the fleet's composition. Converted cargo haulers, research vessels, and industrial platforms, each modified with humanity's trademark improvisation. They looked nothing like the sleek, purpose-built ships of other galactic species. "We look like a junkyard collection," Rodriguez said with a hint of pride. "But we know how to handle impossible situations." Captain Novak allowed herself a small smile. Humans had spent centuries learning to survive in Earth's most unforgiving environments. Deep ocean trenches, volcanic regions, Arctic wastelands. They developed a unique approach to crisis management. Adaptability, redundancy, and an almost stubborn refusal to accept defeat. "Plot an intercept course," she ordered, "and prepare our containment protocols. Whatever's happening out there, we're going to need every trick we've learned from handling underwater reactor breaches and oil well blowouts." The fleet of mismatched vessels began to move, their engines humming with a quiet confidence. They might not have the most advanced technology, but they had something equally powerful: generations of hard-earned experience in managing the unmanageable. As they approached the coordinates of the distress signal, Dr. Patel's instruments began to go haywire. "Captain," he said, his voice a mix of scientific excitement and professional concern, "we're about to encounter something that's going to challenge everything we know about quantum physics." Preparing for the impossible mission. The Earth Emergency Response Fleet's command center buzzed with controlled chaos. Commander Derek Thompson stood before a massive holographic display, his fingers tracing the complex quantum energy patterns captured from the distress signal. "We're dealing with something completely unprecedented," he announced to the assembled team. Engineer Fatima Khan leaned forward, her eyes narrowing as she studied the data. Beside her, Communications Officer Liam Chen prepared translation and communication protocols for potential alien interactions. "Traditional containment methods won't work," Fatima declared, her mind already racing with potential solutions. "These quantum fluctuations are unlike anything in our existing database." Liam pulled up historical rescue mission files. "Look at our track record," he said, highlighting images of complex underwater rescues, deep-sea oil rig emergencies, and extreme environment interventions. "We've always found a way when technology seemed impossible." Commander Thompson nodded. Humanity's greatest strength had always been adaptability. Where other species relied on precise technological solutions, humans invented on the fly, drawing from a diverse range of experiences. Fatima began sketching out modifications to their containment systems. "We'll need to treat these quantum fluctuations like fluid dynamics," she muttered, her hands moving rapidly across the holographic interface. "It's not about stopping the energy. It's about guiding it, redirecting it." Her designs looked nothing like traditional scientific equipment. They were a hybrid of deep-sea rescue technology, industrial platform engineering, and pure human improvisation. Massive pressure chambers originally designed for underwater oil well containment were being reimagined as quantum energy redirectors. "Communications are tricky," Liam reported. "The crystalline collective's communication protocols are completely different from anything we've encountered. But we're developing adaptive translation algorithms that can interpret their quantum-based communication signals." Commander Thompson reviewed the preliminary mission parameters. Every piece of equipment, every strategy was being developed with one core principle: expect the unexpected and be prepared to improvise. "We're not just sending a rescue mission," he told his team. "We're sending a message about human capability. We might be the newest members of the Galactic Council, but we're proving we belong." The Quantum Anomaly Challenge. The research vessel transformed into a hive of scientific and strategic activity. Dr. Elena Volkov, the mission's quantum physics expert, worked alongside Lieutenant Jackson Wei, mapping out potential scenarios for the impending rescue. "These energy patterns," Elena explained, pointing to a complex holographic representation, "they're not random. They're behaving like a living system, adapting and responding to containment attempts." Jackson's tactical training saw the challenge differently. "We need to approach this like we're dealing with an unpredictable natural disaster," he suggested. "Not as a scientific problem to be solved, but as a dynamic system to be managed." Dr. Omar Hassan, the team's xenobiologist, provided crucial insights into the crystalline collective's biological and technological characteristics. "Their entire civilization is based on quantum-level communications," he explained. "What looks like a crisis to us might be a natural evolutionary process for them." The team developed multiple contingency plans, each more creative than the last. They drew inspiration from Earth's most challenging rescue missions: volcanic eruption containments, extreme weather interventions, deep-sea technological failures. "We're going to treat this quantum anomaly like we'd handle a massive undersea volcanic eruption," Elena declared. "Create controlled channels, distribute the energy, prevent catastrophic buildup." Their approach was quintessentially human, messy, improvisational, but driven by an unshakable commitment to saving lives. Where other species might retreat or develop complex theoretical models, humans prepared to dive directly into the unknown. Lieutenant Wei began running simulations, each more unconventional than the last. "We're not just going to contain this anomaly," he said, a determined glint in his eye. "We're going to dance with it." As the fleet prepared for the most challenging rescue mission in human history, they embodied a simple but powerful truth: human potential was limited only by imagination and determination. Breaking technological barriers. The Horizon's engineering bay resembled a controlled storm of human innovation. Chief Engineer Sofia Martinez stood at the center, her hands moving rapidly across holographic interfaces as she coordinated the most complex technological adaptation in human rescue history. "We're reimagining containment," she told science technician Kai Nakamura, who was busy integrating multiple systems. "Think of it like redirecting a river, not building a dam." Kai's fingers flew across his console, running complex simulations that merged deep-sea rescue protocols with quantum energy management. The displays showed a constantly shifting landscape of potential solutions, each more creative than the last. Rescue Coordinator Aisha Okonkwo monitored global communications, coordinating with teams across the fleet. "We're not just sending a rescue mission," she emphasized during a briefing. "We're demonstrating what human adaptability looks like." The ship's modified containment chambers were a testament to human ingenuity. Originally designed for underwater oil well blowouts and deep-sea reactor containments, they were now being repurposed for quantum energy management. Thick-walled chambers originally meant to withstand crushing ocean pressures, now prepared to handle energy patterns that defied conventional physics. "It's about understanding flow," Sofia explained to her team. "Whether it's water, oil, or quantum energy, the fundamental principles remain the same. We don't fight the system, we work with it." Kai pulled up historical rescue mission data: underwater volcanic eruptions, nuclear reactor incidents, extreme weather containments. Each mission showed the same human approach: improvise, adapt, overcome. "Our technology might look crude," he said, pointing to the retrofitted equipment, "but we've learned to survive in the most impossible environments on Earth. Space is just another challenge." The ultimate rescue. As the fleet approached the critically damaged research station, the quantum anomaly reached its most volatile state. Captain Arya Novak watched the holographic displays, her experienced eyes tracking the chaotic energy patterns. Dr. Rohan Patel worked frantically, analyzing the quantum fluctuations. "It's not just an energy event," he said. "It's behaving like a living system, adapting and responding to our containment attempts." The station's diplomatic representative, Zorakal, watched in growing concern. The Crystalline Collective had never faced a situation where their advanced technology proved insufficient. "Your methods are unconventional," Zorakal observed, watching the human fleet's seemingly chaotic but precisely coordinated approach. Captain Novak didn't look away from the displays. "Sometimes conventional doesn't work," she responded. "We're going to guide this energy, not fight it." The rescue operation began to unfold like an intricate dance. Modified containment vessels moved with a precision that belied their industrial appearance. Energy channels were created, redirected, managed, not through precise technological control, but through adaptive, fluid management. Dr. Patel's readings showed something extraordinary happening. The quantum anomaly, instead of being suppressed, was being guided, its energy redistributed in a way that stabilized the entire system. "We're not containing," he realized, "we're communicating with the energy." As the final stages of the rescue mission unfolded, the human fleet demonstrated something profound. It wasn't advanced technology that saved the day, but human adaptability, creativity, and an unwavering commitment to problem-solving. The Crystalline Collective watched in awe as the seemingly primitive human vessels managed what their most advanced systems could not. They were witnessing not just a rescue, but a fundamental reimagining of crisis management. Zorakal turned to Captain Novak. "How did you do this?" Novak's response was simple and powerful. "We learned from our planet's most challenging environments. Every crisis is an opportunity to understand, to adapt, to survive." As the quantum anomaly was successfully managed, humanity had written a new chapter in galactic history, not through technological superiority, but through an unbreakable spirit of innovation and determination.